As Moses was fleeing from Egypt to Midian, he came upon a well where a group of people were trying to draw water. He noticed two young women standing by, waiting for the men to finish so they could water their flock. Moses offered to help them and drew water for them. Afterward, he found a tree to rest under, and the two young women returned home and told their father about Moses' kind act. Their father asked one of them to invite Moses to their home so they could thank him. When Moses arrived, the father inquired about his origins. Moses explained that he was from Egypt and an Israelite and had fled because the Pharaoh sought to kill him after a conflict that arose. The father assured Moses that he had escaped the oppressive people, and one of the daughters suggested hiring Moses to help tend their sheep, noting his strength and honesty. The father agreed and offered Moses work for 8 years, promising to wed his daughter to him if he completed another 2 years. Moses consented, and after the term, he asked permission to leave with his family and sheep. As they traveled through the desert, Moses saw a fire in the distance and went to investigate. When he approached, God called out to him, instructing him to remove his sandals as he was on sacred ground. God then revealed himself and asked Moses about the staff he carried. Moses explained it was his tool for support and tending sheep. God asked Moses to throw it down, and it transformed into a moving serpent. God told Moses he had been chosen to deliver his message to the Pharaoh and to call people to worship God. Moses was apprehensive, considering his past with Pharaoh, and requested his brother Aaron, who was more eloquent, to join him. God granted this request, and both Moses and Aaron confronted Pharaoh, demanding he let the Israelites worship God. Pharaoh, dismissive and mocking, demanded a sign. Moses threw down his staff, turning it into a large serpent, and showed his radiant hand. Pharaoh, threatened, summoned his magicians who performed similar tricks. However, Moses' serpent devoured theirs, prompting the magicians to recognize it as a divine miracle. They prostrated, declaring their belief in God, which enraged Pharaoh. He ordered their torture and execution. Pharaoh, undeterred by the miracles or the signs of God, continued his oppression. Ultimately, God sent plagues upon Egypt, yet Pharaoh remained obstinate. When the Israelites sought to escape, God parted the Red Sea for them. As Pharaoh's army pursued, the sea closed upon them, drowning Pharaoh and his men.